Hi guys, welcome to my caravan. So those of you that are following me know that we're in the middle of building our house in our woodlands. So at the moment we're living in the caravans. And I have to say, here in the UK on Easter weekend, it was absolutely gorgeous. It was 20 degrees, but this morning is a drop of 10 degrees. It's 10 degrees. You may see my breath. It's very cold in the caravan this morning. So I'm going to make myself a warm drink to warm me up. And I thought I'd share with you guys how I have cacao two different ways. Now, those of you that know me know that I absolutely love cacao. And I've shared with you in a few other videos why that is. And the main reason it's one of the substances on the planet that's the highest in magnesium. And we are all completely depleted in magnesium because it's just simply not in our foods because it's not in the soils anymore. And magnesium just relaxes the body. The dance of calcium and magnesium in the body is the contract, relax. And magnesium is the relax. And who hasn't got tension, aches and pains, headaches, period pain, or anxiety? And magnesium helps relax those symptoms in the body. So we all want some of that, don't we? And in the cacao, so you can see the cacao powder I've got here, cacao is full of so many chemicals of bliss. And by that, what I mean is it gets the serotonin flowing through the brain and just puts you in a very joyful state of being. It's full of PEA, which is known as the love chemical. It's that chemical that's released when you fall in love. And that is where the saying comes from, that chocolate is better than sex, because of the chemical that it releases inside of you. And as well as releasing all these amazing chemicals, it's actually got a substance in it that stops your body burning it off very quickly. So I really invite you to bring cacao into your life. And it tastes of chocolate. It's healthy chocolate. It's how chocolate is meant to be. It's the pure form from the cacao bean without being adulterated by sugar or dairy milk. Dairy milk takes away the medicinal qualities. So that is why it's really important if you buy cacao powder that you don't use it with dairy milk. So I'm going to show you cacao two ways, and it's really simple. So let's get started. So the first way is with warm water, and I use this with clients as a great substitute for coffee because you make it very similar to coffee with warm water and a bit of milk on the top. And it keeps that bitter flavour. So if you really like that bitterness of coffee, this is a great substitute. And cacao, yes, does have a small amount of caffeine in it, but it also has theobromine in it, which is like a raw caffeine. It has a similar effect in the body as raw caffeine, but not the same effect as caffeine on the adrenals. So you'll find with cacao that you do get a bit of a high from it, but it's very different from coffee and it doesn't affect your adrenals in the same way. And because it's filling your body with all those delicious chemicals of joy and bliss, that is actually giving you a lift as well. So you'll find you won't have the slumps that you do with coffee. So I'm simply going to start 2 teaspoons. The rule of thumb with cacao, I always say, is 2 teaspoons for a mug. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour, I've got some boiling water in here, just off boiling. And as you can see, jugs never pour perfect. And I'm just simply going to stir that into a paste. Just clear away some of the water. Stirring that into a paste. And the reason I'm stirring that into a paste is to stop any big lumps coming into it. And it's much easier then when you pour all the water on top. So what I'm then going to do is just pour that till it's about 3/4 full with the hot water. And then, like you would making your coffee, I'm just simply going to pour some plant-based milk on top. My personal favourite is unsweetened almond milk. Now, different milks may curdle, and you might have experienced this. So if you have your water just off boiling point, you waited for it to cool down a bit, and you pour it in slowly, there's less chance of it curdling. But if it does curdle, just give it a good stir and drink. And let's be fair, with a delicious mug of cacao, it's not going to last long. So just stir, it will taste exactly the same, stir and drink. So we've got there our mug of cacao made with hot water. Now what we are going to do, we are going to make a mug of cacao out of just milk. Now the reason that you might want this is people find it a bit more comforting, but also it's more filling. So if any of you are on a ketogenic diet or a low carb diet and you have this with almond milk, or you could even make it with full fat coconut milk, then that is going to fill you up and give you a good dose of fat. And also you can add in some MCT oil. Now MCT oil is great for someone to use if they're on a ketogenic or low carb diet, because it allows the body to create ketones from the oil, which basically this is pure fuel into your engine. If you're not on a ketogenic diet, you don't need to do that. You might have seen these fatty coffees jumping around the place, and that is the reason for it, because the oil and the fat reduces the release of the caffeine in the body. But also, if you're burning fat for fuel, which is what a ketogenic diet is about, then this just adds another level of feeding your body with fuel. So let's get on to it. So again, rule of thumb, 2 teaspoons, I tend to use quite heaped teaspoons of cacao. In here I've got some warm milk. So I'm just going to do exactly the same as what I done last time, trying to spill less of it. Just put a little bit in there and make a paste. Now what you might find is when you are making a paste with the milk, it goes a bit more lumpy. You know, I invite you, if it goes lumpy and all looks all bubbly, just keep going, keep stirring, it will get there. So you just keep stirring until you've got a paste. And all you're doing that for is to integrate the milk in a smoother manner. So then I'm simply going to pour it on slowly, stirring. If I wanted to add some MCT oil, then I would just at the top add a teaspoon of MCT oil. Sometimes because I'm really used to it, I add up to 2 teaspoons. If you're just getting into it, just add half a teaspoon and see how your body reacts. And there we've got our milky cacao. So we've got 2 different forms of cacao there. We've got our cacao made with 3/4 hot water and a top up with milk, remembering it's dairy-free milk. And then in this one, it's all made with milk. But in both, we've got 2 teaspoons of cacao. So that is a medicinal cup of magnesium, a medicinal cup of joy and bliss. And I don't know if you can hear in the caravan, it's just started raining. So this mug is perfect. When it rains, look for rainbows. And today, my rainbow is in a mug of cacao. So I'm going to go and snuggle up and enjoy this and warm up and fill my body with joy. I hope you have an experiment with cacao and really love how you can bring cacao into your life in a gorgeous, delicious and nutritious manner. Enjoy.